Today on the list, find a quiet spot for your next vacation, the dance with a built-in workout, and
There's so many wines.
how to go outside your wine comfort zone.
The more wine you try, the more adventurous you become.
Plus, what to know before you foster a dog.
It could take 2 weeks, it could take 6 months, it could take a year.
But up first, easy ways to transform your personal style. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina Guerrero. You know, what's considered fashionable today may not be tomorrow, and at that pace, it can be tough to nail down your own distinctive style. Well, don't worry, Jimmy. Yes, you heard that right. Our Jimmy Rhodes is going to help you find your fashion without getting tripped up by trends. And that's our featured story at the top of the list.
It's time to figure out your style.
Here are things that you should not be doing. Completely copying your friends and influencers, going years without evolving your own style, and then only shopping the sales rack. All these things are just leading to a mishmash style disaster.
To help you figure out your look, we spoke with personal fashion stylist Rain Parvis. To start, get clear on your style vibe.
How you can do that is determine your words. How do you want to describe your style? How do you want to look? And most importantly, how do you want to feel? So this can be anything from like creative, natural, down to earth, successful, unapproachable, approachable, rich, friendly, whatever you want to choose. You want to just create those 5 words and have them in front of you to always refer back to.
Use words that go with what you want your look to achieve.
If you want to get a new job, probably one of your words is going to be successful, with it, polished, professional, depending on the field that you're in. So then that's how you're going to look for those styles and create those style words around your goal.
And remember to keep your words consistent no matter your goal.
For example, I'm very creative. So whether I'm going to give like a talk for a corporate audience or I'm going to go style somebody, I'm still going to be creative in both settings and make those outfits creative no matter where I go.
Next, make a vision board.
You want to take your 5 words and then search on Google or Pinterest and put the word style after that. So you're going to create this whole beautiful collection of your new style vibe.
This gives you something to look back on when shopping in stores.
We kind of will revert back to our old style. So we always want to have a clear vision of that in front of us.
And lastly, find your main colors, prints, and textures.
Once you get really clear on the colors you either like or complement your skin tone, you're going to want to choose a little bit of neutral colors, let's say 3 and maybe 2 accent or pop of colors. So this will really help mix and match your pieces together without really thinking about it.
You can go to a professional and get color matches that fit you, or go to Google and take a color analysis.
Another tip you can do is go to your local department or fashion retailer and have them determine your skin tone, whether you're warm, cool, or neutral, and that's a great start for you.
And to find your prints and textures,
maybe if bold is one of your words, you're going to use hot pink leopard. If neutral or casuals is one of your words, then maybe you're going to go a little bit more muted tones.
No matter what, find what you like and stick with it.
For me, I love animal print. I've been wearing it for like 10 years, so I'm usually in some kind of animal print with a bold color. So this is really helps define. So when people are out and about, they're like, oh my gosh, Rain, I saw this crazy green leopard jacket. It was so you. And that was what I want for everybody else too, for people to recognize what they love.
We're finding our style at the top of the list.
The wine section at a store can be overwhelming, to say the least, right? So a lot of folks just default to something that's familiar. And, you know, there is nothing really wrong with that, but it is a waste of some great potential experiences. So Jackie Danker is helping us spread our wine wings and expand our palates.
If you feel inundated with choices when trying to pick a bottle of wine at the store, you are definitely not alone.
So I go straight to what I'm comfortable with.
I'd be lying if I walked into a shop and still didn't feel overwhelmed. There's so many wines.
That should make us feel better because Samantha Capaldi is a certified wine sommelier, and she is here to help us.
I'm going to give you some tips to kind of get out of your comfort zone.
Awesome. We can expand our palate.
Exactly. The more wine you try, the more adventurous you become.
First up, to dip our toes in, she says stick with the grape varietal you like, but try a different region.
This is my comfort zone, my Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. I feel like you're picking New World Pinots because you see it say Pinot Noir on the labels.
New World wines are commonly from
California, Washington, Oregon.
and are described as wines from
Any region that's not Italy, Spain, and France. Italy, Spain, and France are kind of like the OGs.
and those are called Old World wines, which don't usually state the varietal on the bottle. They're just gonna tell you.
The region and the producer.
So it's time to take notes. If you like Pinot Noir, look for
A Burgundy. So this is a red Burgundy, which is essentially a French Pinot Noir.
meaning it's from the Burgundy region of France.
If you ever see a white wine that says Burgundy wine on the back, that's gonna be Chardonnay.
If you usually like Sauvignon Blanc,
Go for a Sancerre. It is a French Sauv Blanc.
There's so much to learn.
And I swear it gets easier every time you go.
next, don't be afraid to shop private wine labels.
These days at Trader Joe's and Costco, they actually have their own private wine labels.
Which means
They partnered with pretty good wineries to produce wine under their label.
so an easy way to try new wines is if you know
I need a solid Cabernet Sauv, table Pinot Noir, having people over.
Yeah.
Get the Trader Joe's Reserve label, get the Costco label. And they say pretty budget friendly too, which we love.
Interesting.
Finally, if you really can't decide, she says go for bubbly.
When in doubt, bubbles. I think that a sparkling wine can do wonders, meaning you could pair it with a lot of different foods from an oyster to a steak.
While champagne is delish, it's a bit more expensive because
You can't call champagne champagne
Unless it's
made Champagne, France, right?
Yes.
so
I always say Prosecco is a really good bet, but when you could find actually a cava, C-A-V-A, it's a Spanish style bubbly.
Okay.
That is a really good option if you're trying to buy champagne quality wine on what I call a beer budget.
cheers to stepping out of our comfort zones and trying new wines.
Many of our pets began their journey as fosters, and since it's National Pet Day, Zach Berry is learning about the ins and outs of the fostering process, how crucial it is, and how doing it right can help a pet become the perfect candidate for adoption.
America's animal shelters have a housing crisis right now, with the ASPCA estimating that more than 3 million dogs enter shelters nationwide every year.
Rescuers, shelter workers, volunteers, they're drowning. No matter where you are in the country, there are animals in need every minute, every hour, every second of every day.
Hillary Rosen is the founder of A Purposeful Rescue in Los Angeles, and while she acknowledges that not everyone has the ability to adopt, there are many ways that people can help. She stresses the importance of fostering.
It is the safety net from shelter to home. An open space for our shelters. At this point, one open kennel is a big deal.
She has a few ways for us to set our foster dogs up for success. First, she recommends that you get with a program. Work with professionals who can provide the support you may need.
That's what rescue groups are here for. They need you. They'll be able to go get more dogs out. Go foster for a rescue group.
Most rescue foster programs will provide resources and medical care should problems arise, all the way from foster to adoption.
You have a whole group of people on our foster teams, medical teams, adoption teams, giving you step-by-step, matching you with dogs that you feel comfortable with. When you can blow up our phone all night about questions.
Her next tip is to set up your home by creating a safe space. A space all their own, separate from other dogs if you have them, where they can decompress from the stress and trauma of the shelter.
Get a crate, put a crate pad in there, cover the crate with a blanket. It's their little condominium. It's their little safe space. Cozy, cozy. But let that dog decompress for at least 2 weeks.
This time and space can help your foster reach its full potential and become ready to find a forever home.
It's a relationship, and setting them up means go slow, like every other relationship we have, right? Let's get to know each other.
Most of all, Hillary says we must be committed.
That's getting a dog in foster and keeping that dog until adoption. It could take 2 weeks, it could take 6 months. It could take a year. If you can't commit to being a long-term foster, there are opportunities to be temp fosters when fosters go out of town. It's tough to take a dog back to a shelter after being out.
It can be a long haul, but Hillary says it's worth it.
It's really rewarding to me to see the whole process of them coming out building trust, and then remembering how to dog.
We're helping our furry friends get ready for their forever homes. iFoster.
Still to come on the list, how this workout gives your legs an extra kick.
I'm still trying to get my hips to swagger. They're not really swaggering. Hip swagger!
And why Yellowstone is more than just a TV show.
The big things that people really come to see, geysers and hot springs.
Plus, the search for the next country music star.
Every day we were totally surprised, exceeded our expectations.
All that and more ahead on the list.
Friends, we are back, and fashion experts are predicting that something fancy is about to make a big comeback. Ruffles! Yeah, one place they've never gone out of style is in the world of flamenco. So we are combining fun, fashion, and fitness by rocking those ruffles.
Flamenco dancing is known for its electrifying combination of flamboyant fashion and flashy moves.
It's about expressing how you feel through your body.
Coco Cabral, the Flamenco Fit MD, shares 3 flamenco-style exercises that can help to make you feel confident and powerfully sexy. Starting with cascading wrist ruffles.
I am super excited to see how these ruffles really kind of play into the dance. And we get fit while we're doing it.
So to get the cascade, we're gonna sweep our arms out and then up overhead to start. And now we're gonna spread out pinkies and thumbs and circle your wrists around.
From there, bend your elbows and bring your circling wrists down to your eyes, lips, and then neck. Sweep your arms up again and repeat the move.
I can feel it already from fingertip to shoulder. I can already feel it.
It's gonna hit your entire arm and upper back.
Oh.
Repeat this daily up to 10 times.
I feel like I'm creating my own ruffles with my hands.
Absolutely.
Even. Yeah.
Next, the ruffly swagger.
So we're gonna stand with our feet about hips distance apart and be nice and soft in the knees, and then we'll pull in on that belly button.
Take one hip and swing it over to one side, and then with smooth control, swing the other way.
You'll notice that we're using the quads.
I'm still trying to get my hips to swagger. They're not really swaggering. Hip swagger! So we have quad workout, core workout.
We're like stabilizing the lower back, which you need to practice.
Practice this move 5 to 6 times daily. Finally, rainbow leg ruffles.
We're gonna start with our feet together and soft in the knees, and we'll take one foot and bring the toes in front, and so we've got the heel up. Now we're gonna take all 5 toes and we're gonna push them into the ground. So it's like you're pushing down.
From there, make a rainbow shape as you move your legs over to the other side.
It's just enough to really work the feet muscles. Plus we get a lot of balance.
A lot of balance.
So you really have to anchor this core.
Yes, also my calves.
Yes.
Repeat this 10 times for each leg 3 times daily.
When the ruffles kind of flounce and we show a little leg, it's so nice,
They're
right?
looking good.
Work those ruffles and feel the burn.
April is Stress Awareness Month, although I think we're all very aware of how stressed we are. Well, one way to wash away the anxiety is to find a location to relax and unwind. So Teresa Strasser is here with 3 peaceful places across America. Teresa.
Thank you. From saunas to gardens, here are a few places so serene and tranquil, they're sure to take you down a notch. Coming in at number 1, We Care Spa in Desert Hot Springs, California. Their mission is to educate and empower individuals to achieve a healthier lifestyle.
I'm going to reveal to you my 30 years of research into nutrition and health.
They offer meditation sessions, massages, classes for spiritual restoration, and more.
Every drink has a different purpose. Some things supporting your liver, some things supporting your kidneys, some things feeding your cells.
I'm feeling relaxed already. At number 2, Yellowstone National Park, which spreads into parts of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. visitors can enjoy 2.2 million acres of beautiful scenery, wildlife, lakes, and waterfalls.
And then the big things that people really come to see, geysers and hot springs.
Oh, and if you like some adventure with your peaceful location, this spot offers camping, hiking, biking, guided tours, and more.
People come and fish these rivers, both because they're beautiful rivers to fish, but they're cold waters fed by mountain snows.
Who knew Serenity could be so spectacular? And the last of our peaceful locations is in the middle of one of the world's busiest cities, New York Botanical Garden.
I'm happy you all could join me today for a tour of the Orchid Show and our incredible botanical collections.
This National Historic Landmark is known for the beauty of its landscape and gardens. Throughout the year, visitors can enjoy exhibits, family-friendly events, and more.
This show is called Natural Heritage because it's based on my ancestral connection to the plant world, but it's really for everybody to look to their own connection to the earth and all its wonders.
And those were a few places helping you breathe out your worries. Lots more to come on the list. Stay right here.
Welcome back. All right, on today's watch list, it's a music competition series like you've never seen before. My Kind of Country recently dropped on Apple TV Plus, and Zach Perry spoke to some of the stars about why it's worth a watch and a listen.
Just like a one-man band.
Saddle up, because Apple TV Plus is showing off a music competition like no other.
Hello.
Executive produced by the likes of Casey Musgraves and Reese Witherspoon comes My Kind of Country, a series where trailblazing stars Mickey Guyton, Jimmy Allen, and Orville Peck travel the globe to find the next country music star. Winner gets a life-changing prize from Apple Music. There's lots on the line, so we caught up with the trio to highlight even more of what the series has to offer.
Welcome to Nashville.
Starting with, it's a love letter to country music, a genre where heartfelt storytelling shines.
You think of all the other genres, they have such a universal appeal, and so does country music.
The show also follows a documentary-style format to learn more about the contestants.
It's just giving everybody an opportunity to see themselves in this beautiful genre, and that's so cool to be a part of.
It's really validating and encouraging to see that there's so many other people from all walks of life, different countries that also want to tell their stories in this genre.
Offering a platform to everybody is part of the show's mission because it brings more diversity and inclusion to country music.
We've seen over the last 3 years that the country music genre has really tried to be more inclusive and make sure that they are opening their eyes and making sure that they don't miss out on amazing talent. I wish it would move faster, but it is getting there.
In their global journey, these scouts found outstanding creativity from aspiring talent.
It was cool to find artists that were equally as talented as creatives as they were singers. Some of them were so good it made you just want to lay down and just listen to them sing all day.
Yeah.
Which means the future of country music looks bright.
Every day we were totally surprised, exceeded our expectations.
Cool thing is these artists are from different parts of the world,
including South Africa, India, and Mexico.
We found 12 really, truly talented people that I think if you're a fan, not only of country music, but just a fan of music in general, you will find something inspiring and, amazing about these artists.
And that's your peek into My Kind of Country on the watch list.
Oh, what a cool concept for a show. Can't wait to watch that one. All right, coming up, if your shoes aren't comfy, well, then you are not in style. I'll explain. Last on our list is next.
The list is always available on YouTube with ways to save you money.
You're blowing my mind. I didn't know you had all this stuff. This is the month that bargain shoppers have been waiting for.
It's your life, it's your list, and it's there for you on YouTube at The List Show TV.
Welcome back, friends. It's time for what's last on our list. You know, there was a time when I believed the more uncomfortable a shoe, the cooler I looked. But you know, you hit a certain age when comfort is queen and you trade in cool for some more sensible shoes. But not anymore. From The Atlantic, Cool people accidentally saved America's feet, and I say, hallelujah. Now, according to reporter Amanda Mole, there's a couple of things that's contributed to this trend, like the rise of the normcore aesthetic, mom jeans, big flannels, and bulky sneakers from the 90s. Also the pandemic, because everything is a result of the pandemic. Two sides to this one. One, people started getting outdoors more, hiking, walking, bike riding. You need a good solid pair of shoes for that. Also, walking around more barefoot on those hardwood floors at home while in lockdown apparently created a lot of foot and ankle issues. Podiatrists said there was a time they couldn't get their patients in orthopedic-friendly shoes, but now, since they're trendy and the millennials are on board, people's feet are being saved. And I am right there with them, you know, comfortably gliding around in my favorite kicks. Okay, sure, you see me in these uncomfortable things, but it's only 22 minutes in a day. In real life, Hokas are my jam, and these slides from UFOs, good arch support and comfy, and my slippers. My husband thinks they're very uncool. He thinks they're ugly, but I dare you to walk a mile in my shoes. Your feet will thank you. And that's what's last on our list. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow on the list, help fight cancer with food.
Put this straight in the juicer.
Plus, simplify your smartphone.
The minimalist phones are purpose-built just for the basics.
And
Take a look. This is what we'd be glued. Look at this. Hey, how you doing? There you go.
Oh my God.
How David Letterman changed television forever.
Dave got people to do more than just a traditional late-night sit-down interview.
Tomorrow on the list.